Persephone White here, going over Mars and the Paris attacks, as well as the 9/11 Mars attack. So it appears that Mars has entered into various constellations days before each of these attacks. The 9/11 attack, Mars entered into Capricorn on 9/8, and in regards to this newest attack on September 15, Mars entered into Libra on the 11/12 day, so one day before. And of course we see a painting here by Leonardo da Vinci that was of a woman who infected the king with syphilis, and she sits on a pile of sand. The sand, it's been said, depicts the Middle East. This hangs on in the Louvre. And here's Napoleon, and it was back in 1815 during the Battle of Waterloo in June 18th that was defeated by British forces, and the Rothschilds made a killing off of this by pretending that actually France had beat Paris, or excuse me, Britain, when it was just the reverse. And so they managed to grow quite a bit during this time. And the treaty was finally signed in November, on November 20th. But it's been speculated that that's why he was on the cover, that it may have well been an inference to this false flag attack on 11/13. I will have links to these different sites. Cafe Astrology is the one I always go to, but if you down to 2001 in September, you see September 8th, 3 days before, and scroll down to November 12th, Mars enters into Libra. Now, at the time, I thought it was the last day of Scorpio, based on the patterning in the numbers, that we would see a false flag event. But it may well be that it's going to be after Mars enters into Scorpio on January 3rd, 2016, that may see a larger event. It's just I happened to notice that there was a pattern, yes, that Mars somehow or another connected. And of course, an iPad Go at the end. So it's been said on this particular website, My Views About Life, the Scorpion is in the sky clouds above Orion's belt. Pyramids collapse. Orion's belt actually has always been represented by Osiris, just as the number 14 represents him, because he was cut into 14 parts in the myth, Egyptian myth. And just to show you quickly what happens here, it's just at the very end where we have the scorpion cloud, and you see 3 pyramids that are destroyed. So there is something in the programming, and it could well be just when Mars enters into the constellation. 2 other similarities worth mentioning. We have the Statue of Liberty overlooking the 2 twin towers, which at that point it was each were 110 floors, so 2 11s for your 220, which were destroyed and now rebuilt to 104 floors, which you end up with your 14. And it's always been said that Isis overlooks Osiris, and again over here it's been mentioned that this is Nimrod's phallus, Osiris's phallus, and here's Isis looking at the phallus. And nearby, evidently, there is a huge temple to Mars, which now it's been mentioned that Mars is represented by Osiris, or excuse me, Horus, who's the son of Osiris and Isis, and that even Isis is Venus and Osiris is Jupiter. So if they want war, then indeed these may be rituals for that very purpose. And it was Professor Doom who mentioned Dabu 777, information on the ritual sacrifices of 1113, and that this even goes a step further, that Ipet is really backwards Tepi, and Zep Tepi deals with the whole idea of bringing back the gods and the whole idea behind Orion's belt, which is Osiris, the god of resurrection and rebirth, which is something I'd need to look further into to really understand. But definitely there is a pattern regarding Mars entering into these different constellations during these times. And of course, Scorpio has been the one that we've been seeing at the end, and the one that's known as the destroyer phase, and that's something that will be coming up March of 2016. Till next time, bye.